Hello, beautiful EarthTribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. My name is Renee, and you're watching a timeless general pick-a-card reading. Today we're asking for clarity from Spirit. What does Spirit feel you need clarity about at this point in your journey? So I have 3 groups for you to choose from, and for clarity's sake, I've chosen all clear quartz crystals. Group 1 has this crystal here. Group 2 has the Tower. And Group 3 has the Cluster. You may be drawn to more than one group, so choose whichever groups call out to you. Up next, there is a meditative shuffle and then the readings to follow for each group. Navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, Group 1. If you chose this crystal here, then you are at the right place. So this reading is about clarity from Spirit. This is what clarity Spirit feels that you should know or you are ready to hear. So just so you know, I've done several pre-reads with this topic, and similar messages are coming through. So this tells me that Spirit really wants to get this message out, and that, people in the collective are going through difficult things. And having clarity about your situation is important to help you to move forward. And hopefully I can do justice to shed light on difficult situations. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on these readings because they're dark and a bit difficult for me to express. But I feel that because they're coming through consistently, that Spirit wants the message to get out. So what I'm seeing here, Group 1, is that there's someone in your energy here represented with these top cards. Here we have the card waiting, falseness, malady, and despair. So this person is likely someone in your family. And we also have someone who feels like a widower. But I don't feel that description of the widower card actually encompasses all that widower card means. So this could be, pardon me, I do have a little bit of a cold. This could be someone you've been in a relationship with. It could be a spouse, a partner of some kind, a deep friendship. It could be, even some kind of a work relationship, but this is going to be some kind of relationship that's very either long-term or was very deep, or someone who would be extremely affected by the loss of you in their life. And by loss, I mean not death, but like you being out of their life. The widower card, just like the death card, doesn't always represent death, but it does represent an ending to something, perhaps a transformation of some situation. This family member, this person who's represented by the widower, they're also represented as someone who is waiting on something. Waiting could mean literally, like waiting for something. Could also be like observing or, just watching something play out. This person is also represented by the falseness card. Okay, and falseness is just that. That's just what it is. This is somebody who is false. Someone who tells lies, tries to create illusions for other people to believe. Someone who looks soft and furry and cuddly, but deep down inside is a killer. Okay? Falseness. That kind of energy. Also, this person is represented by the malady and despair card. So this person is really in despair about the situation that they're in. That situation involves you. Malady could mean problems with their physical health and or mental health issues. Certainly with the despair card and the person represented with the gun to their head, this is not always what the despair card means. It doesn't always indicate despair so deep that a person would be willing to off themselves. But that notion is being validated here by other cards. So this person in your life, this person who feels they have lost you, here we are with the 10 of Cups in reverse, as well as this bonus card here, which comes with the Borderless Rider-Waite deck. There's a woman and a child here, so this feels like this person has lost their family, lost perhaps the mother of their child, but children in the tarot and oracle cards also represent innocence. They also represent enterprises, things that you are birthing, things that you are creating. So it could be like, a project that you're bringing to life, that you are working on. Could be a small business, could be art, it could be anything, anything creative that you bring to fruition. Here it says crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Because this is a general reading, I'm just going to say that for some of you, This person feels that they've lost their family. But that's not all I'm seeing here in this group. This waiting card intuitively what I'm picking up is it's not just losing a family. This is also about watching or observing you move on. Here we've got the July card. So I wasn't going to keep the July card, but because we have the waiting card, I really felt like having a time frame was beneficial. So these two cards actually came out together, so I kept the July card. We can see here that there's a sunrise, that there's a wave coming in, and also the crib and the child representation of enterprise, of some kind of prosperity or abundance on its way to you. So I feel like with the waiting card that this person is watching whatever you are bringing to life, whatever you're creating. And because we have the falseness card, I feel that this person is using this reason for losing their family as a cover-up to the real reason that they're upset, and that is that you are birthing something else into your life, something big, like a wave, okay? Something big, like the sun. We're talking about you having some kind of big future for yourself. Things that you're manifesting for yourself, and this person has their eye on you. Here with the vulture card. The vulture, as we know, feeds off other animals' remains. So it gains its energy from other people's energy. Okay, and this person is watching you move forward with your strength, move forward with your healing, your inner work, your gathering of knowledge and wisdom from all of your past experiences. And this person is doing it from far above, where no one can observe them observing you. So no one actually knows that this person is observing you, or they know and haven't said anything. Okay, but this person feels like whatever they're doing to watch you, they feel that they're doing it in secret. And this is part of the clarity that Spirit feels you need to hear. That you are being watched, you are being observed. And it's not for the reasons that if someone else is observing this person watch you, it's not for reasons that they're saying. It's because they see what you have coming in. They see what you're birthing or about to birth into the world. I'm getting that for some of you, this person may even be saying things opposite to how they feel, like you're so strong, you're so wise. They may be saying this to other people so as not to blow their cover. Okay? For others of you, they might not be saying anything at all, just observing, trying to appear as if they're not watching you. Spirit is wanting to bring to your attention that this person wants to come in and offer you I'll just call it an apology. But the reasons that you separated from this person. You know that this apology is going to be coming at you sideways. It's going to be disguised as an apology, just like everything else, okay? Because this person is false. The Page of Cups energy is an immature energy. Page of Cups can be very communicative in an emotionally manipulative way. Someone who's very good with their words, or who thinks that they're good with their words, but they're not, because they're a page energy. As I said before, this person is viewing what you have coming in. It says sunrise, just like we have a sunrise here. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So we're having a few different ideas being merged together under one umbrella, which is a fresh start. This person is saying that they want a fresh start. But what they're really doing is watching your sunrise, watching your new creative ideas and your new ventures come to life. They're watching you shine. They're watching you rise. The other thing I'm seeing here, which Spirit wants to bring clarity about, this person could manipulate you with threats of suicide, and because we have up here the Malady card and the Despair card with the person, with the gun to their head, and then we have the Four of Swords, this is clarifying for me that this person is going to present whatever so-called apology this is with either an overt threat of suicide, like it could be like overt, they could just flat out tell you that, or it could just be implied. If any of you have dealt with this person threatening suicide to hold on to you, something tells me already that because you've removed yourself from this person, that you already know that that's wrong, that's abusive. Like I said, I don't want to stay in this energy for too long, so I'm going to wrap this up. Just know that Spirit is wanting to bring this to your attention. And if you haven't already dealt with this kind of situation before, to not I'm being guided to tell you this. You can't allow that kind of manipulation. Okay? Everyone has their own path. If you've set boundaries, if you've called it quits, if you have let this person know that you are no longer with them, no longer want to be attached to them or be in their life, or however you put it, they need to respect that. They need to respect that. And if they threaten their life to keep you, I mean, that is just not, that is emotional abuse. That's a mental abuse. That you need to understand that. And you're going to need to be strong enough to keep going down your path. You're going to need to be strong enough to not allow that person to manipulate you in that way. And that means walking away. That means surrendering that situation to the divine, surrendering it to the universe. If this person chooses to make their decision in whatever way, then that is all on them. And you must move forward knowing that that has nothing to do with you. You cannot harbor guilt or shame over that. You must not. You must never, ever feel guilty for someone manipulating you in that way, trying to keep you trapped in that way. $77 on the computer. 11:50 on the clock. You must let that person walk their own path and make decisions for their own life as they see fit. They make choices for themselves. Also, if this person is presenting themselves in that way with this kind of threat, some of you already know that you have experienced many of these threats. Many. And you have been worried sick every time. And you have blamed yourself for their feelings, their emotions, their inability to face themselves or to take on any sort of accountability for their healing. I'm here to lead you out of that darkness. You don't need to stay in that. You can come out of that now. And if you needed someone else to tell you that, I'm telling you that. Your responsibility is to your own health, your own healing, and if that means removing yourself from a person or situation in order to heal and transform yourself, then that's what you need to do. You choose your path, and they choose theirs. Okay, so I'm sorry for this deep message. I have no idea what groups 2 and 3 are going to be like, but like I said in the pre-reads, things like this were coming out, and Spirit obviously wants to bring this kind of clarity to you. I'm going to look now at the suggestions, the guidance from Spirit. Yeah. Best possible decision. You know, you need to follow your own path. You need to follow the best decision that feels right to you without someone holding some kind of manipulation over you, some kind of darkness over you that keeps you stuck. Okay, you need to make a clear decision for yourself. Number 18, breaking down to a 9, that's the end of a cycle. Bringing an end to a cycle. This is the guidance from Spirit. We all have free will. Okay? So, but, in a situation like this, where things are so very difficult, so convoluted, so extreme, you're really going to want to get real with yourself and look at your situation from a place of radical acceptance. Because when our heart is involved and we make heart-based decisions, it is so hard to remove ourselves from situations. And this is why we get repeat cycles. And this is why whatever, tragedies happen, they replay themselves. They happen over and over and over until we finally learn the lesson. Until we finally come to value ourselves enough to place ourselves in situations that are healthiest for us. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, these are messages, advice from Spirit. A time for healing. Okay? When we think about healing, we don't think about it in a place where we're still experiencing the hurt. If you're in a situation that is hurtful or abusive, that's not a place for healing. Okay, there does need to be a removal of oneself from hurtful or abusive situations before healing can take place, because otherwise the hurt just keeps happening. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, this card here, the last card, it says, trigger statement, I am so drained. True statement, I am shielded. You are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you are safe and protected. If you want guidance out of a situation like this, all you have to do is ask. You are never alone. This person might make you feel like you're alone, but you're never alone. The spirit world, they cannot help you unless you ask. And this is what prayer, this is what manifestation is all about. So you got to get clear about what you want. You got to get clear about what you need and what your priority is. I'm being called to show you the back of the deck energies. Spirit's showing you that whatever you're building, whatever you're working on, it's leading to your new beginning. Card number 44. This is angelic guidance and support. This is also about your stability, your prosperity. Also, continue having faith in your dreams. Okay, group number 1. That was super heavy, and I would like to encourage you now to take, if you can, just take 5 minutes to go outside and to connect with the elements, connect with Mother Earth. If you can, take your shoes off, but just allow yourself to observe the sky, the trees, if you have trees around, feel the grass if you have grass around. hear the birds. Do something that brings you back to the present, that brings your energy back to yourself, and that centers you. Getting outside is really good for grounding and shifting your energy. Okay. That is what I have for you, Group 1. I do hope this brought some clarity to your situation. If you were drawn to another group, feel free to choose that now. Otherwise, if this reading resonated, I'd love to know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 1. Hello, Group number 2. If you chose the Clear Quartz Tower, then you are at the right place. Okay, Group number 2. This reading isn't as heavy as Group number 1, but I won't say that it's, a whole lot lighter. So I think, it's just going to be real talk throughout all of this. All right, so I'm just going to get into it. So Group number 2. You have someone close to you or in your energy who wants a reunion of some kind. And from what I'm seeing here, some kind of reconciliation. Okay. This was likely a past lover here with the lover card. It doesn't have to be a lover, but I think for most of you it's going to be, just simply because of the other cards that are here. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So that's what's giving me that vibe. So as we know in the Rider-Waite, the Emperor drives the chariot. And here we have the Carriage card. So that's bringing up the Chariot card for me. So we're talking about the Emperor holding this lover energy coming toward you, the Empress. Okay? Empress, you are leaving. But they don't want you to. Okay, so that's why we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this person is going to come and give you all the love and sweet talk that you can, that you can take here, all right? Knight of Cups. That all sounds great, doesn't it? Don't go. I'm sorry, I might laugh a few times during this reading, but anyway, so here we are. We've got the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is somebody who appears to be in control, very self-controlled, very, having some sort of, dominion over something. Okay, someone with perceived authority, someone who is perceived to be very confident and wise and who makes decisions for others, this kind of thing. This person, because of the other cards I'm seeing here, this person is being represented as a soldier because what they're coming to tell you is that, well, there's a few things. One of those things is that they want a reunion, a reconciliation, okay? They want it to be balanced. They want there to be justice for both of you, and they're going to call it a misunderstanding. Group number 2. Doesn't that sound great? It's a misunderstanding. Okay, it's just, it was just a misunderstanding. You didn't perceive that right. That's not really what this person meant, whatever happened. Okay, that's not really how it went for them, and whatever you perceived is, they can see how you might feel that way, and they're really sorry for how you feel, and it really is just a misunderstanding. Okay? So this is how they're going to present it. They're also going to come in this soldier energy as if they've kind of went to war on their inner demons. Okay? They've went in and fought the battle. They've fought those dragons, and they've come back victorious over themselves. Okay? And now they stand for something. And now they are upstanding, worthy of honor. Okay? Okay, now we get over here. So group number 2. This Emperor, okay, not only is he being represented by the Knight of Cups, which I showed you earlier, but he's also being represented by the King of Wands. So he's going to come in serenading you, acting very upstanding, worthy, wise, evolved, okay? Wanting justice and fairness for you and your relationship. But they're going to be presenting themselves in their fire energy. They're going to be offering you their cup of love with their charm, with their wand. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm wheezing. Anyway, so they're going to be offering you, everything they're offering you is going to be backed by their sensuality. They're going to be coming on to you, okay? And just enough to make you feel perhaps any sort of past attraction that you may have had for this person, or to try to inspire such feelings within you. Okay, here we've got, the Three of Wands. They're going to be really laying it on thick, and you're going to need to understand that that's happening. And this is the clarity that Spirit is bringing to you. Okay, sorry, I had to cut the video there, just something got really loud. So they're presenting themselves with all the charm that they have, okay? But as you can see here, is that the purpose for their visit has to do with money. Okay, and I would guess that it would need to do with love or some kind of higher level connection, as we see with the Empress and the Emperor. Someone who is claiming emperor status, or who is portraying themselves as this kind of person, but coming as different faces, offering you certain sides of themselves in order to sort of place a band-aid over something that might actually be a gaping wound, in order to portray themselves as someone who's worthy of honor. Okay, when really someone is just behaving stupidly. Here we have the Rat card, someone working against you behind your back. This came out with the Unicorn card. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I like it when two cards come out together because they say a lot more together than what they would separately. So Spirit is blatantly bringing to your awareness, bringing you clarity about this situation, that this person is working against you behind your back. Okay? You're facing this way, but they're over here doing something behind your back. You're moving forward with your bright future, but they're not facing you. They're doing other things behind your back. And whatever they're doing has to do with money. As we know, the Empress, she is highly abundant, beautiful, radiant, successful, nurturing, healing. She's also wise and discerning, passionate and intuitive. She's got all the qualities of the four queens. Okay, the Empress is highly desirable. Okay, Spirit just brought something to my attention, okay? I'm going to tell you a little anecdote here. So, you know how when you're watching TV, and I don't watch like TV programming anymore, but I did at one point, and when you watch TV, there's commercials that come on. And those commercials, you know, you never see a commercial for broccoli. You know, you don't ever see commercials for onions or bananas. That is because the things that people need to advertise for are things they actually need to sell you on, because they're not healthy, or they're not, you know, or they're in competition for things that might actually be beneficial to you. So there's this need to sort of, look at what I have. Look at this. Look at how shiny it is over here. Look at this. So commercials are highly distracting. And as everyone knows, they can be highly manipulative if you're not aware that you're being sold to. So the key is to be aware, right? If somebody had all the dense nutrients of broccoli, They wouldn't need to sell themselves to you. You would know that this person is your emperor. You would know that this is not a misunderstanding. In fact, you've probably been told that many of your conflicts with this person were advertised as misunderstandings. This is a form of gaslighting. It's a form of manipulating your perception of reality. We don't look at what people say. We look at what they do. So, I see several masks here on this emperor. A lover, a soldier, someone wanting peace, balance, and justice. Someone fiery and hot and attractive. Someone who's elusively kind, falsely generous, and good with their words. Someone who plays your heartstrings. Someone who might make you feel incredibly loved. At times. If you've never heard the term love bombing, you should look into that. Also breadcrumbing. Also future faking. Okay, look into those. So, but, you know, you know, who are you really working with? Who's trying to sell you something? So this is why, yeah, right behind Turkey, we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, I don't know which way to go here, but so this person who's behaving stupidly is looking to your money. Okay? Okay, but this is why we have the unicorn card. You know, you're going to need to bring in your discernment about this person. And because this is a general reading, you know, some of your emperors could have various capacities to, you know, come correct to you. But the unicorn, the white symbolizes purity. The horn symbolizes third eye sight. And there's, you know, a lot of purple here too, indicating your crown chakra. So you're going to really want to get in touch with your higher self, you know, really be in touch with your intuition about this person, about the situation in general. Because you have everything going for you, Empress. And if there's any confusion, just rely on your unicorn energy. Rely on that discernment. It says destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So really, really trust yourself. Let this be a decision that you're using your full awareness with. You're not making just an emotional decision. You know, what are their patterns? Because I can tell you right now that if you come back to someone who is deceiving, elusive, who wears false masks, you know, you're just going to repeat cycles. You're going to have repeated lessons until you learn them, basically. The universe just keeps presenting our lessons to us until we learn them. And then that's when the cycle is closed and we move on to new lessons. So I'm going to get to your guidance from Spirit. So whatever you're doing here, Empress, you're working on something, because here we have also hold your vision. So whatever you're envisioning for yourself, for your future, the guidance here is to hold your vision. Keep working toward that. Okay? And the way to do that is to get organized. Purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Card number 42, breaking down to a 6. This is about balance. Bringing balance to your life. Making sure that your energy is used wisely so that you are healthy, well-rested, able to spend appropriate amounts of time on what may be multiple priorities. So like your work, your business, your children, your family, your home life. So just keeping it balanced by staying organized, being as efficient with your time and energy as possible, taking time out for yourself, really being in touch with yourself so that you can make appropriate, balanced decisions for yourself. Okay, also we have it's time to release negativity. And what I'm getting from that is that a couple of things. Whatever mindsets that you may have that may draw you back to the past or to an unhealthy situation, it's time to let that go. And if you're having trouble letting go, Spirit is saying that it might be where you need to get in touch with what it is that's holding you back from letting it go. Okay, and letting it go might have something to do with your confidence, might have something to do with you standing out. Okay, because we have this card here of confidence. Trigger statement says, I can't do that. True statement says, I am light. Step forward and be the bright light that you are. Serve your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts. Right away, I'm being drawn to the yellow colors here with the Cassia card, with the Empress, and with the Justice. And so that's tying together for me, group number 2, that shining your light, being the bright light that you are, serving your purpose, sharing your amazing gifts, this is what's going to bring you justice. This is what's going to keep you in your Empress energy. It's going to help keep you focused and on task. It's going to help you better identify your priorities and make the beneficial decisions for yourself that you need. Okay, group number 2. So that was another interesting reading for this video. But that's what I have for group 2. I do hope this brought some clarity to your situation. If you were drawn to another group, feel free to choose that now. Otherwise, if this reading resonated, I'd really love to know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the notification bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, group 2. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this clear quartz cluster here, then you are at the right place. Okay, group number 3. All of these groups have been fairly intriguing. And I'd say that, this one doesn't disappoint either. Okay? So if you've watched any of the other groups, thanks for hanging in here with me, and let's get to this reading. All right, group 3. Clarity from Spirit. So before I get to the point of the matter, Spirit is highlighting kind of your situation here. So I'm just going to describe what I'm seeing here. So this is you, group number 3, High Priestess. High Priestess is someone who is a bit introverted, someone who keeps to themselves, someone who focuses on their spirituality or even just their inner world, okay? You are working on something having to do with your happiness, your fulfillment, okay? And slowly but surely you're getting ahead here with the Tortoise card. So they're recognizing, your hard work and your determination and your, going for what you want. Okay, so also up here, then we have the Pleasure Seekers card. And what I'm getting from that card is you can see that there's like multiple people. They're all trying to, what looks to me like getting someone's attention. Rather than pleasure seekers, I'm looking this more as like attention seekers. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this card. Attention seekers. In that realm of attention seekers or attention seeking, we're talking about anything that could be relevant to taking your attention away from your path and purpose. Distraction, in other words. People who cause drama or just don't even see how they affect other people. Okay, so I feel like with this card being like a prominent energy, like it feels to me like you have a lot of distractions going on around you. You likely have multiple responsibilities as well because you are on your path of purpose. Oftentimes when someone actually finds their purpose, you get people basically wanting to hold you back, not wanting you to follow your heart, your soul callings. For a multitude of reasons, some people feel that they need to hold someone back from where they're meant to go or who they're meant to be. So I feel like the distractions that are happening here, I feel like that's a little bit of that because I see it here in the next section here. So over here we have the waiting card. This person is waiting. Why are they waiting? It says here, wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of messages with this card because this is a general reading. I'll give you some examples of what this could be. For some of you, this person is trying to come between you and another person. This person in Devil energy could be your spouse, your ex-spouse. With this wedge, this definitely looks like a piece of wedding cake to me. If it's not a piece of wedding cake, it represents some kind of heritage or potentially some long-standing relationship that you had with someone. Because with the Devil card, we see the chains, like, ball and chain kind of thing. But this person is trying to chain themselves to you. So that's for some of you. Okay, others of you, this person is trying to come between you and your financial independence, your stability, your prosperity, your path and purpose. That's what the Nine of Pentacles represents, is someone who is on their path and purpose, someone who's worked diligently planting seeds for their future, someone who is creating a firm foundation and stability for themselves. And with the Nine of Pentacles, we're also talking about the harvest, the good things in life that come from their hard work, from their patience and diligence toward whatever they're doing, towards their happiness and prosperity, their livelihood. Okay, so for most of you, that is what's happening here. It could be also that it's a combination of both of those things, that this person is trying to come between you and another person, or you and your future, your ability to sustain yourself, to live. Let me see if I see anything else here. Okay, the waiting card is peculiar, right? Why would we have someone waiting? When someone is trying to come between you and a friend, or you and something you want, and it's called the wedge card, right? So we're talking about creating a wedge between you and something. So basically, the waiting card is representing them watching you to observe your downfall. They're waiting to see if whatever they've done works. So this could come in any number of ways. For each of you, this is going to be different as to how this person placed a wedge between you and a significant someone, or you and your prosperity, your livelihood, or both. But I will say that with the devil energy here, that this person's been sending evil eye, hatred. They're likely coming from a place of strong insecurity, jealousy, envy. And for some of you, this person is sending dark magic. This person has aligned themselves with devil energy. This person is coming from a place of darkness, wanting your downfall, deliberately, with a wedge, creating something that keeps you from your livelihood, from your happiness, from your future, you being able to support yourself, your family, to be able to survive, and to move on with your life with potentially someone who might actually love you. So I don't take this lightly. And waiting for your downfall is pretty sick. That's demented mentality. But I'm going to move on. We've got some hope here. Okay, so here we have the faithfulness card. Beautiful dog. We also have this card, the finger. It says, warning you of a problem, either now or in the future. And what I'm getting from that is that with the faithfulness card and the warning card, that there is a person who is going to be giving you information about what this person is doing. There's someone who has information about what's going on behind the scenes. And it could be more than one person. And the reason I'm getting that is because we do have multiple people here in the Pleasure Seekers card. We also have this card, Conversations, and there's a whole lot of people here. So I feel like there's a lot of people in the background who are wanting to have conversations with you. But some of those people know about what's happening with this person. And there may be a couple people who want to come forward and tell you about it. The thing is that Spirit is calling judgment on this person. This is the clarity you're seeking. Judgment is being called on this person because what they've done in the background is wrong, unjust, and they've built up a whole lot of negative karma doing whatever they're doing. So there is a truth that's coming forward here. Some knowledge is coming to you. And this card here says, let me connect above and below, let the knowledge of ancestors flow. Some of you may or may not be aware that Spirit works through people to bring divinely guided messages. That's what we call earth angels. Okay? So we are gaining some kind of new awareness or some kind of knowledge that's been hidden. And because we have that knowledge card, I'm being urged to tell you also to meditate, because you're going to get more insight that way as well. But Spirit is also wanting to reassure you that whatever's happening here that you don't know about, that you're about to find out about, you and your loved ones are safe. And with the new moon energy, we're talking about the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Excuse my voice, I feel pretty scratchy in my throat. I'm not, I feel fine. I'm getting over a cold, basically. So, I'm just a little raspy, but anyway. So you and your loved ones are safe, okay? And there is information coming from someone who's faithful to you, someone who cares about you, your future, your happiness, your prosperity, your family, your loved ones. So I'm going to see what the guidance here is from Spirit now. Yeah. Beautiful. Safe home. I cast the circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. So if any of you are concerned about your safety, Spirit has 2 cards here saying you are safe. And if you feel unsafe, I am terribly sorry. in this spread, it feels to me that Spirit is clarifying for you that you are safe and that help is on the way. It says here, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And what I'm getting from this is that there may be this person here in double energy wanting to come toward you. And that could be why you feel unsafe, if not many other reasons. But remind yourself that you are protected. You are divinely protected. And you're being protected by others. This last card says compassion. Trigger statement, I am unlovable. True statement, I am love. Your heart is healing and expanding with love. Spend time showering yourself with that love and then share with others. So I see you, group 3, as someone who is in touch with their heart. We've got 2 green cards indicating heart chakra. It's so easy to go into protective mode when we feel unsafe. And I see here that you are trying to expand yourself. The High Priestess can be very to themselves, can go through a whole lot of hurt and spiritual growth alone. But I see you putting yourself out here for the world to see. And that takes a lot of interpersonal growth in order to live from your heart, in order to grow things, in order to make yourself seen. And I'd like to just clarify here with the safety cards to surround yourself with feelings of safety, even if it feels like you're not. And what I mean by that is stay in the present moment. You know, when we live in the future, we can have all kinds of anxieties and fears. And it's not necessarily easy to feel safe, especially if you've had threats to your safety and to your stability, you know, your ability to live, which is also about safety, right? You need to have a home, a safe home. You need to have food and warmth. So when you're feeling unsafe, if you can take a few minutes to center yourself and to come just truly and purely in the present moment, where everything is safe, until you can come to a place of centeredness and peace, knowing that you are safe. If you're truly unsafe, you know, then you would need to take action otherwise, in which case you would, and you can trust yourself to do that. And until then, in the present moment, you are safe. So I'll leave it at that, group number 3. I have more to say about that, but for now I hope that helps you with something you can do in the moment to cultivate feelings of safety. Okay, group number 3, that is what I have for you. I do hope this brought some clarity to your situation. If you are drawn to another group, feel free to choose that now. Otherwise, if this reading resonated, I'd love to know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel, and hit the bell for all notifications if you'd like to be notified of my future readings. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to donate and to all the decks I used in this reading. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye, Group 3.